anyone that's got swelling in their body, it's lymphatic. It's lymphatic fluid. And the rebounding is often called a lymphosizer because it has such a powerful effect on the lymphatic system.
Take a look at these two images. On the left, legs so swollen they look painful to touch. On the right, the same legs 8 weeks later. Slim, defined, healthy. Incredible, right? But this isn't Photoshop magic. This is the result of Barbara O'Neill's natural approach to treating leg swelling. We're going to break down exactly how these transformations happen. Barbara will reveal why your lymphatic system might be screaming for help, the surprising connection between your salt shaker and your ankles. And third, the simple 5-minute daily ritual that's helping thousands reclaim their leg health. Did you know that swollen legs aren't just a cosmetic issue? They're actually a warning sign your body's sending you. Let me explain. We all know about our circulatory system, but there's another crucial system in our body that doesn't get nearly enough attention, the lymphatic system. Think of it as your body's cleanup crew, constantly working to remove excess fluid, waste, and toxins from your tissues.
Did you know that your body's vacuum cleaner is your lymphatic system? And your lymphatic system has a network of capillaries all the way through it that are like little canals. And these little canals have gates.
Here's the problem. Most doctors overlook lymphatic dysfunction as a root cause of leg swelling. They'll tell you it's just part of getting older, or maybe suggest you prop your feet up more often. But that's like ignoring a check engine light on your car. It might seem fine for a while, but you're setting yourself up for bigger problems down the road. Let's break this down. Your lymphatic system is like the plumbing in your house. When it's working well, everything flows smoothly. But what happens when you've got a clogged drain? Water backs up, right? That's exactly what's happening in your legs when your lymphatic system isn't functioning properly. Fluid that should be moving out of your tissues is getting stuck, leading to that uncomfortable swelling. Your lymphatic system is like a vast network of tiny pipes that run alongside your blood vessels. But instead of carrying blood, these pipes transport a clear fluid called lymph. This fluid collects excess water, waste products, and even harmful bacteria from your tissues. It's basically your body's cleanup crew, working 24/7 to keep things running smoothly. Now here's where it gets interesting. Unlike your circulatory system, which has the heart pumping blood around, your lymphatic system relies entirely on your body's movements to keep that lymph flowing. That's right. Every time you move, you're helping this crucial system do its job. Now you might be thinking, but my doctor said this is just normal aging. But that may be a dangerous misconception. Yes, our bodies change as we age, but significant leg swelling is not something we should accept as inevitable. It's a sign that something's off balance in your body and it needs attention. This is where Barbara O'Neill comes in. She's been studying what truly causes leg swelling and edema for decades, and her perspective on leg swelling is game-changing. O'Neill understands that swollen legs aren't just a local problem. They're a sign of a system-wide imbalance that needs to be addressed holistically. So what's Barbara's approach? She promotes methods that actively stimulate lymphatic flow. One that we cover a little later, which sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective at getting your lymph moving. Remember bouncing on a trampoline as a kid, feeling weightless and free? What if I told you that same childhood joy could be the key to eliminating years of leg swelling? Barbara O'Neill's unconventional approach taps into a surprising connection between fun and fluid balance. Let's explore how a simple bouncing motion can transform your health in ways you never imagined. Now, we've all heard the standard advice for reducing edema, right? Elevate your legs, wear compression socks, and maybe take a diuretic. But what if there was a more effective, and dare I say, enjoyable, way to tackle swollen legs? That's where Barbara O'Neill's unexpected recommendation comes in.
Because when you're rebounding, that majorly stimulates your second heart, which is your calf muscle. And what happens with varicose veins is the blood's tending to sit and pool in the venous system.
Rebounding. Yes, you heard that right. Rebounding or bouncing on a mini trampoline isn't just for kids or fitness enthusiasts. It's a powerful tool for stimulating your lymphatic system and reducing edema. But how does it work? Let me break it down for you. Every time you bounce on a rebounder, you're creating a unique environment in your body. As you go up, the lymphatic valves in your system open up. Then, as you come back down, they close. This creates a pumping action that's incredibly effective at moving lymph fluid through your body. It's like giving your internal cleanup crew a serious boost. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Many people who try rebounding report seeing results quickly. I'm talking about noticeable reductions in swelling within just a few sessions. It's not magic. It's the power of consistent, effective lymphatic stimulation. So what's Barbara O'Neill's specific technique? She recommends starting with gentle bounces, keeping your feet on the trampoline. This is called a health bounce. Do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, 3 times a day. As you get more comfortable, you can increase the intensity and duration. The key is consistency. Make it a daily habit, and you'll likely see improvements in your leg swelling. But here's the big question. How can such a simple activity have such a profound effect? Well, it all comes back to that lymphatic system we talked about earlier. Rebounding is incredibly efficient at stimulating lymph flow. In fact, studies show it's more effective than other forms of exercise for this purpose. When your lymphatic system is working well, it's better able to remove excess fluid and waste from your tissues. This means less swelling and better overall health. Now that you've mastered the art of bouncing away your swelling, let's talk about a controversial mineral that might be the missing piece in your edema-fighting puzzle. Can you guess which common seasoning Barbara O'Neill swears by for reducing fluid retention? It's not what you think, and it just might revolutionize your approach to managing swollen legs. What if I told you salt could actually help reduce swelling? I know it sounds counterintuitive. We've all heard that salt causes water retention, right? It's been drilled into us for years. Eat too much salt and you'll puff up like a balloon, or so we've been told. But here's where things get interesting. Barbara O'Neill has a very different take on salt. She believes that the right kind of salt can actually help combat edema. Salt is actually crucial for maintaining proper fluid balance in our bodies. Now, before you rush to sprinkle table salt on everything, let me explain. There's a big difference between refined table salt and unrefined salts like Celtic or Himalayan salt.
Because Celtic salt contains 82 minerals. It's a hand-harvested sea salt. So the minerals are in the Celtic salt in their balanced form. What about Himalayan salt? In many places, Himalayan salt is a lot easier to get. There's about 75 minerals. So it's pretty good.
Think of refined table salt as a stripped-down version of salt. It typically contains only 2 minerals, sodium and chloride. That's it. On the other hand, unrefined salts are mineral powerhouses. Celtic salt, for example, contains a whopping 82 minerals, including 3 types of magnesium. These minerals aren't just there for show. They play crucial roles in various bodily functions, including fluid balance. So how do these minerals in unrefined salts support proper fluid balance? Let's take magnesium as an example. This mineral helps pull water into your cells, which is vital for hydration and overall cellular function. When your cells are properly hydrated, they're less likely to hold on to excess fluid in the surrounding tissues. It's like giving your body the tools it needs to manage fluids effectively. Now, you might be wondering what specific salt Barbara O'Neill recommends. Well, she's a big fan of Celtic salt, but it's not just about sprinkling it on your food. O'Neill has a particular salt trick that she swears by for enhancing lymphatic drainage. Are you ready for this? O'Neill recommends taking a small crystal of Celtic salt and placing it on your tongue before drinking water. It sounds simple, right? But according to O'Neill, this little trick can enhance your body's ability to utilize that water effectively. It's like giving your body a roadmap for proper hydration.
So when you take a crystal of Celtic salt, put it on your tongue, and some say, how big's a crystal? Well, if you've got high blood pressure, start small, about the size of a sesame seed. I don't have high blood pressure, so I might have about 3 times little sesame seeds. Put it on your tongue, your mucous membranes start absorbing the minerals, the magnesium is taken to the cell membrane and you drink your water, and that magnesium pulls that water inside the cell. It's the quickest way to hydrate a body.
But how does this salt trick actually help flush out excess fluid? Remember that lymphatic system we talked about earlier? Well, it turns out that proper mineral balance is crucial for it to function effectively. When you consume unrefined salt, you're providing your body with a wide array of minerals it needs to support lymphatic health. This in turn can help your body remove waste and excess fluid more efficiently. Listen to what Barbara says about how dangerous these imbalances can be.
The swelling in the legs means that your kidneys are what balance the sodium and the water levels in your body. So it's an indication that the kidneys aren't very happy. So what you can do is you can increase your water intake and salt intake.
It's important to note that not all salt is created equal. While unrefined salts can support fluid balance, refined salt can actually lead to mineral deficiencies. These deficiencies can negatively impact lymphatic health and potentially contribute to conditions like edema. So if you're going to use salt as part of your edema fighting strategy, make sure you're choosing the right kind. Remember, the goal isn't to go overboard with salt. It's about providing your body with the minerals it needs to function optimally. By incorporating unrefined salt into your diet in a mindful way, you might just find that your body becomes more efficient at managing fluid balance. And that could mean less swelling and more comfort for you. While the right minerals can help, your overall diet plays a crucial role in fighting edema. But here's the kicker. That healthy smoothie you had for breakfast, it might be working against you. Let's uncover the shocking truth about which foods are friend or foe in the battle against swollen legs. When it comes to managing fluid balance and inflammation in your body, what you eat matters a lot. Your diet can either support your lymphatic system or throw a wrench in its works. And it's not just about salt anymore. There's a whole world of foods that can impact your leg swelling. Now you might be thinking, I eat pretty healthy already. How could my diet be causing problems? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Some foods that we typically consider healthy can actually contribute to edema. Take that fruit smoothie you had this morning, for example. While it's packed with vitamins, it's also loaded with natural sugars. And according to Barbara O'Neill, foods high in refined sugars and carbohydrates can lead to increased insulin levels, which in turn can cause your body to hold on to more fluid.
So many symptoms. I could have an answering service on my phone. Stop the wheat, dairy, refined sugar. Next, stop the wheat, dairy. Is it that simple?
So what's O'Neill's approach to an anti-inflammatory, lymph-supporting diet? It's all about balance and choosing the right foods. She recommends focusing on leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes. These foods are not only packed with nutrients, but they also have anti-inflammatory properties that can help manage fluid balance. Let me paint a picture of what a day of eating might look like on O'Neill's plan. For breakfast, instead of that sugary smoothie, try a bowl of steel-cut oats topped with a handful of berries and some crushed walnuts. Lunch could be a big salad filled with dark, leafy greens, some grilled chicken for protein, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. For dinner, how about a piece of baked salmon with a side of steamed broccoli and quinoa? But it's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you drink. O'Neill stresses the importance of staying hydrated. She recommends drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day. It might seem counterintuitive to drink more when you're trying to reduce swelling, but proper hydration is crucial for maintaining fluid balance and supporting kidney function. Now, I know you're wondering about those foods you should avoid. Well, processed foods and refined sugars are at the top of O'Neill's no-no list. These can lead to inflammation and fluid retention, making your edema worse. So that means saying goodbye to white bread, sugary snacks, and sodas. But here's something you might not have considered. Your gut health plays a big role in managing edema too. O'Neill points out that a healthy gut can improve nutrient absorption and reduce inflammation. That's why she recommends including plenty of fiber in your diet. Think whole grains, vegetables, and legumes. Remember, making these dietary changes isn't about depriving yourself. It's about nourishing your body with foods that support your lymphatic system and help manage fluid balance. By focusing on anti-inflammatory foods and staying hydrated, you're giving your body the tools it needs to fight edema naturally. So, are you ready to revamp your diet and say goodbye to swollen legs? With O'Neill's approach, you might just find that the path to comfort runs right through your kitchen. Imagine waking up one morning to find your swollen legs have shrunk overnight. Sounds too good to be true? That's exactly what happened to one of Barbara O'Neill's patients. The key wasn't in a single remedy, but in a precise combination of strategies. What if the solution to your leg swelling has been hiding in plain sight all along? We've covered a lot of ground in our journey to banish leg swelling, from the surprising benefits of rebounding to the power of unrefined salt, the impact of diet, and even the hidden dangers lurking in your home environment. Each of these strategies can make a difference on its own. O'Neill's holistic method combines all the strategies we've discussed into one powerful protocol. A typical day following her complete program might look something like this. You start your morning with a glass of water and a small crystal of Celtic salt on your tongue. Then you hop on your rebounder for a gentle 10-minute bounce session. For breakfast, you enjoy a nutrient-dense meal of steel-cut oats topped with berries and walnuts. Throughout the day, you stay hydrated with pure water and herbal teas. You take short breaks to do some light rebounding or simple leg exercises. The key takeaway? Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself when given the right tools. As Barbara O'Neill says, the body knows what it's doing, and if it brings relief, the body is saying thank you. So listen to your body, stay consistent with your efforts, and don't be afraid to try new approaches. You have the power to take control of your health and comfort. Are you ready to say goodbye to swollen legs and hello to a more comfortable, active life?